Alright guys, 3 things for today's video. 1, it's a FUT Birthday Team 2, which will be in packs later today. 2, it's a new season pass. I'm gonna be breaking it down and tell you guys which player you should be choosing. And 3, it's what's coming in the coming week, like the leak EVOs, leak SBCs, and should you be saving your fodder, etc. Let's jump straight in. Here's the official Team 2 FUT Birthday cards. The main topic is probably gonna be these front 3, the Pace Merchant trio. As you may aware, if you're like an OG FIFA player, you probably would know how OP these cards are because of the pace. And as an Arsenal fan, I'm so excited to try out Jovino. They gave him Trickster Plus and Rapid Plus. Trickster is one of my favorite playstyles because, as you may aware, I'm a skiller, like a skill merchant. And Travella Plus for Ibabo is a little bit underwhelming, but who knows? He's still gonna be OP in game, I guess. And Doumbia with Finesse Plus and Quick Step Plus, it's gonna be nasty. Oh, by the way, all these cards are gonna be given 5-star skills and 5-star weak foot because it's a FUT Birthday promo. Also, the main standouts are probably the top role players. Let's be honest, nobody is packing VVD, but if you do, congrats, and obviously it's going to be insane. And what's standing out for me is the new playstyle. Like, let's say Musiala is given the Tech Plus, which he normally does have, and as well as the low-driven shot playstyle plus, which is a new playstyle. We're not sure how OP it is for now, but because it's a new playstyle plus, obviously. And then for me, it's Zaha, because he usually have 5-star skill and one of my favorite players to use in FIFA in general. Also Paredes for my Di Maria link, Argentinian link, as well as Syria is always dope. Who else? I think there's not much. I'm not too excited about this team too, to be honest, but oh yeah, Cunha. Cunha is always he has been really insane this FIFA. If you have been evoing his inform card, because he's got the base Finesse Plus, but here he's given Finesse Plus as well as the Chip Shot Plus, which it's not that useful, but in game I bet he's still gonna be pretty decent to use. Oh yeah, Maguire, Bruiser Plus and Aerial Plus. He looks really solid, but let's see. Oh yeah, and Beckham. Beckham is making a return into the promo team, obviously. Finesse Shot Plus and Dead Ball Plus. He looks really awesome. And he's got center mid position, so I bet he's gonna be expensive. As well as let's talk about some underrated players in this team. Like DiMarco looks nasty, and because usually players in Serie A doesn't really have that much of a price tag, like they usually are cheaper than their in-game value, so I bet DiMarco is gonna be super expensive. Who else? I think that's it for now, for this team. Let's move on to the season pass. One sec, let me close this. All right, controller. All right, the new season pass, which is dropped yesterday. And let's move to, there's only one option here, Abdulhamid. He looks decent. Wait, let me see. Yeah, so 94 pace. He can play as a center back. If you're not aware, come on, game, load it up. Hello. Okay. Center back position, defender plus, not ideal, but who knows? Maybe the pace is gonna be enough to cover that. I haven't really used him this FIFA, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be insane or not. Quick Step Plus is pretty OP, especially if there's not a lot of defenders who has this playstyle. Long Throw Plus is nobody really use that, I believe, but if you know what you're doing, maybe he's gonna be like a hidden secret weapon for you. I don't know. Let's move on to some higher levels, because you're gonna have to pick between 2 players in some of the levels. All right, Koulibaly. Okay, it's between Koulibaly and Kessie. In-game stats wise, I always love Koulibaly in FIFA. He's just so strong and dominant. And stats, 82 pace, a little bit low in acceleration, but overall really solid card. Anticipate plus and block plus. Oh yeah, lately I found out that block plus is actually really good in terms of your center backs because of obviously because they are gonna be blocking more shots than if they don't have the playstyle, and the animations are really solid for me personally because I love to manual defend a lot, so it fits my playstyle. Any other playstyles? So he got all the defensive playstyles bar intercept, which is good. He also got ping pass and long ball pass, which is really helpful if you're like building up from the back. Relentless is a really underrated playstyle, especially for defenders, because they usually center backs. I mean, they usually have low stamina. He got 82, which is not high but not low. And so yeah, Relentless will really help him to make sure he lasts the full 90 minutes or even like into extra time. Roles, defender, stoppers. Yeah, the main one is obviously gonna be defender in terms of center back player role, and he's got the double plus, so decent. He can only play center back, but yeah, it's Koulibaly. Kessie is always solid in game, so I'm not gonna doubt his in-game ability. I think between these two, it really depends on your team. I know like not a lot of people will run Saudi League's player, obviously, but I think if you pick Kessie, it's mainly for actually let's look at the stats first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So center mid CDM, stats wise, pace decent area for a midfielder. Dribbling, decent. Like he's gonna be super all-rounded, obviously, with really high strength and stamina aggression as well. Playstyles, intercept, and bruiser plus are really good. Okay, he doesn't really have the base defensive playstyles bar the 2 playstyle plus, but I guess it's still fine as a CDM center mid. 2 incisive pass and ping pass are really good as a midfielder, obviously. He also got relentless base. And he also got press proven. Okay. I think for me personally, it really depends on your team, as I said. And for Kessie, you're gonna be working with links with Mahrez or Firmino. And for Koulibaly, it's mainly for Neymar, I believe, because of the club link. Personally, I'm going for Koulibaly, I think. But it really depends on your team. Like, in terms of in-game value, they are on a similar level, I would say. And what's next? Alright. Yeah, this season pass, I forgot to mention, it's called Memory Lane, so most of these players are like FIFA legends, and it's really giving me nostalgia. And for this level, it's between Homos and Florenzi. Wait, one sec. Let me pull up the actual in-game stats here. It's probably easier for me to really break it down for you guys, as in how they're gonna perform in-game. So Florenzi, he can play left back, right back, center mid. You know how good he is as a center mid if you played FIFA in previously. Obviously 5'5" because he's a FUT Birthday card. I think for me personally, I'm not gonna play him as a fullback because of the height. He's a shorter player, I think. Oh yeah, 5'8". He's gonna be insane, I think, in a 4-4-2 if you play him as like a center mid, either left or right, because he's got a weak foot. His shooting is a little bit, it's not low, but it's not like insanely high. But still, as a 4-4-2, if you just have the box-to-box center mid, he's gonna be insane. Yeah, he's got the box-to-box double plus though. he's kind of formatted in a way to be a center mid more than a fullback, personally. Oh yeah, he still got decent defensive play styles. Oh, he doesn't really have passing play styles, but still he's like 89 rated, so he's gonna fit into future evos pretty soon, I think. Okay, next up it's Homos. I don't really have too much of an experience with Homos in Ultimate Team. I don't remember any card that stand out to me. Wait, he's got base Travella, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why. Obviously, he can only play center back. He's on a lengthy. If you give him, I think it's a anchor. Oh yeah, for Florenzi, it really depends on where you play him. But I think let's go back to Florenzi later in terms of cam styles. So he's got slide tackle, long ball pass, jockey. Aerial plus is really useful if you're playing against those, like crossing merchants. And intercept is really good to work with as well. People will go with shadow, huh? Let me see. Yeah, it makes sense. It really depends on your defensive play style, I guess. If, let's say, you play in a higher line, shadow is probably for you because you give him just a little bit of extra pace to work with. And if you're playing with a more conservative defending style, you probably can work with more strength and aggression. I think this one is tough. But for me, I've got more sentimental value for Florenzi, so I'm gonna go with him. And I also think a 5-5 center mid is... Actually, no. A 5-5 center back is more unique, if you have to say. I don't know. It really depends on your team for this one as well. But in the latter stages, it really gonna have a more obvious choice, I believe. Let me see. Wait, let me just get back to the game. Okay. So level 20. What have we got? Kone and Jones. Okay, let's pull up the in-game stats. Let me search it here. Just stretch up a little bit of my watch time in this video. Anyway, so Curtis Jones, he can play center mid CDM cam, which is really good because you basically can fit him into any formations. He also got the roles, so boxer boss, half winger, plus, deep line playmaker, classic 10 even. Okay, so he's got base trickster, which I already love because I'm a skill merchant, as you can see. I mean, as you may know, not as you can see. Rapid plus is really good if you're like a speed boost merchant. So he can definitely play cam because he's still got 89 pace, which is not high but decent enough as your front four. But he also got defensive stats, which you can still play him as a center mid CDM. Oh, he's gonna be super versatile. You can either play as your front four or even your lone CDM. And he's also got Tiki Taka plus, which is really good when you're like doing short passes, build up in the middle. And Finesse plus is obviously one of the top playstyle plus because of how broken it is. Like Finesse shot is still really insanely OP, in my opinion. I'm not sure. I think for this one, the meta choice will have to be Curtis Jones. Kone, I think it's flashback to his storyline card. I think like last FIFA. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. So he's got a lean, tall body type. Oh, I forgot. Wait. Let me see Curtis Jones's body type. Wait, he's got a unique body type. Nah, okay. It has to be Curtis Jones. Because, alright, so unique body types are usually the best body types in terms of FIFA. When you're like dribbling, doing those like little trickery moves, unique body types usually give you like the most crisp responsive animations. And if you're interested in like me diving into the details of body types, let me know in the comments below, and I can make a video in the future, I think. Okay, lean is also not bad. Average lean is the best. Tall lean is still really decent, especially for a center mid / CDM. You don't really need that top responsiveness on the right stick or skill moves, so lean tall is more than enough. But just that, I think Curtis Jones got the finesse plus is really meta. Power shot plus is not as meta as it used to be back in the early stages of FC25. Ping pass is obviously still really good to use. Like especially if you're like using him as a center mid and then just ping it to your strikers who are positioned like at the edge of the box, it's gonna be so good to work with. Obviously 5-5 as well. He's got decent rolls, holding. Okay, he's mainly gonna be a stay back center mid / CDM, more than like a deep line playmaker because of the plus. Stats wise, he's got 94 dribbling, which is pretty nuts for a center mid. It really depends on how you use him. I think, yeah, anchor makes the most sense. You can even make him a controlled lengthy, so in a longer sprint, he's gonna be having like a rather fast top speed compared to maybe like a controlled or explosive player. In terms of play styles, he's got anticipate, long ball, flare, first touch, press proven, bruiser. Yeah, I think they did a really good job in terms of the new season pass. Is all the cards are super usable, and it really just depends on your personal choice, as in like your team or which player means more to you, instead of there's like a clear choice. But so far, I think in terms of meta, this one is the relatively more obvious choice. It's gonna be Curtis Jones for me. Yeah, let's move on. Let me close this. Get back to the game. Keep scrolling right. Oh, Balotelli. Alright. Here, let's ignore the packs, because I mean, if you're gonna take the packs, take the packs. But personally, I will always go for players because they are only obtainable in season pass, which is just really unique. And I kind of love using unique cards, if I'm not aware. But anyway, let's go back to FUT.gg and really look at these cards in details. Wait, why is it in Madrid? Okay, never mind. It's just a visual glitch. All right, Balotelli, 5'5", obviously. Body type, average, tall. Usually not a fan of any average body types because they just don't move as crisp as the unique body type as well as the lean body type. But after all, it's Balotelli, so the vibes are there. In terms of, wait, he's a length. You can make him a control lengthy. Interesting. People are using engine. Yeah, it makes sense because you're boosting him like the passing, the pace, as well as dribbling. His shooting is good enough to not have any boost, I think. Yeah, it makes sense. How about Hunter? Alright, he's still gonna be a control lengthy either way. It really depends. Like, feel free to try it out if you actually unlock this card. He's got base trickster for the trickster fix shots, which are OP this year. Rapid base for speed boost, obviously. Base finesse is always nice to work with. Relentless aerial. How tall is he? Wait, is Balotelli 6'3"? Okay, I've got no idea how he's actually this tall. So yeah, aerial is really good as well. Like, because of his height, you can actually like use him as a target forward. Yeah, he's even got the target forward plus. So he's gonna be pretty good if you play him that way. Obviously, as I said, power shot plus is not that OP anymore, but it's still pretty useful. First Touch Plus is kind of underrated, although I would probably prefer a base First Touch over a First Touch Plus because I feel like the difference is not that huge. But especially in laggy gameplay, which, let's be honest, it happens all the time, First Touch is really good to like just get that crisp First Touch, especially for your strikers, because you can just literally turn and shoot in like any scenarios. And let's look at Willian. Let's see. Wait. Okay, here. Left mid, left wing, right footed. Usually I prefer strong foot on the strong side this year because of you are just easier to get into position to shoot with your strong foot on the strong side personally. But he's got a base finesse which will compensate that a little bit well. Base trickster as well. What's his body type? Average, medium. Yeah, both are average, so both are not ideal for my personal taste because I really love to abuse dribbling in this game. So they're gonna be slightly just less responsive to work with, but still, stats wise, both are really good. He's got 94 dribbling. Jesus, he's got really high dribbling. 97 composure as well. Pace, he's a little bit low if you're talking about a winger, out and out winger. But I think his other stats are making up for that. Dead ball. Interesting. So people give him a hunter. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense because of his relatively low pace. Yeah, I think this one is tough as well, but personally I would go for Balotelli, I think, because he's just Balotelli, you know, for the vibes. Alright, next up. Yeah, in-game value, both are gonna be really decent to work with. If you're not like a super nitpicky in terms of dribbling, both are gonna be really, really good for you, I think. Alright. This one is super obvious for me because I need a Benfica link for my Di Maria, so it has to be Ronaldo. But first, let's break it down for you guys. Alright, first up, he doesn't have enough playstyles for me. Like, in terms of the meta of this game, playstyle is super important these days, and he's just lacking that a little bit. Obviously, he's got the long ball pass and incisive pass plus. Both are really good to work with in terms of his midfielder in general. But yeah, he just doesn't have that enough playstyles. Stats wise, he's pretty nuts. Shadow probably makes the most sense. Give him more pace and defending. What's his body type? I think it's average, right? Average and medium, yeah. So for me, he would still work because he's not gonna be my front four. He's gonna be a centre mid / CDM. So I really don't need that top tier responsiveness. And also, as I said, I need the link for Di Maria. But if you're just, I think for the more meta choice, it's gonna be Kimpembe. But let's see Kimpembe's first. Wait one sec. Kimpembe, Maestro Kimpembe. All right. So he's got more playstyles. He's 6'2", right? Yeah, 6'2", average tall, decent body type for a centre back. I'm not sure about Renato because I actually used his card. I evoed his gold card into an 84 earlier in FC25. I didn't feel that aura for him compared to previous FIFAs when he's like super meta. But for Kimpembe, one sec. Oh, sorry guys. Kimpembe, I haven't really used him this FIFA at all, but on paper he looks insane. Like aerial plus is still really good, especially against crossing merchants, as I said. Bruiser plus is one of my favorite defending playstyles this year to work with because they can just really just shoulder barge into the attackers and win you the ball in a consistent basis. You know how bad tackle backs are in this FIFA, so Bruiser Plus is really useful for me. I think in terms of not play styles, cam styles, Shadow. Yeah, Shadow makes the most sense because he's already got 96 strength, so you don't really need to boost that strength with an anchor, and you're probably gonna get more values from a Shadow. Mostly lengthy, the difference is not that huge from my own experience. And for Shadow, you give him more pace and more acceleration to work with, so he's gonna be slightly better in terms of jockeying as well. People give him Maestro for the memes. Yeah, I think meta-wise it has to be Kimpembe, but vibes-wise it's probably gonna be Renato. And for me personally, it's still gonna be Renato. Jesus. Apologies for my mispronunciation. Alright. Next up. Which level is this? It's level 30 for Renato and Kimpembe. Oh, I think these two are leaked to be skill move and weak foot evos respectively. I'm not sure about the rating cap on these, but currently the rating cap for, you can give like any players 5/5, that is capped at 89. So I believe in terms of the season pass level 33, 34, it's gonna take you at least a few weeks to achieve this. So I think it has to be a minimum of 90 rated. But let's see. Level 35, we've got Capdevila and Nakata. Alright. Stats time. Oh, wait. Oh. Guys, sorry. These are the evos I'm talking about in terms of like level 33 and 34. My bad for not switching the screens. Alright. 35. Nakata, Capdevila. Let's see the stats. Let's start with Capdevila. To be honest, I don't think he's gonna be anywhere better than Teo. Teo is just broken this year. I have to confess I haven't used Teo even one game this FIFA because I just don't like to use cards that everybody uses. But anyway, in terms of meta, I don't see him being better than Teo. Average body type, which is still like decent. As a defender, you don't really care that much, and obviously Capdevila is gonna be more like a stay back fullback for you, stay back and defending fullback. So control lengthy, yeah, control lengthy is really good in terms of fullback because you really need the pace to kind of like catch up against Adama, Kylian, Vini, those type of players. Play styles wise, he's got quick step as well. Jesus. Alright, on paper, obviously he's gonna be insane, but in-game value-wise, I still think Teo just got that special power, He's got power shot, which is interesting as a fullback. Relentless plus, pretty underrated, as I said, especially on defenders. Anticipate is always good. Yeah, I think anchor makes the most sense. Yeah, let's see. Let's talk about Nakata. I feel like Nakata, I'm gonna go for Nakata for sure because I'm Asian and I always look up to Nakata. And I just feel like Nakata's card is more unique compared to Capdevila. Let me see. So roles wise, he's got centre mid playmaker. He can play centre mid and cam. Shadow striker is really good. He's got decent, actually not decent. He's got somewhat of a defensive capabilities as a centre mid. So, excuse me. He's probably not ideal as a 2 midfielder in your 4-4-2 setup, in a flat 4-4-2. He's gonna be best as a 3 midfield, maybe like a 4-3-3 second variation when you got like 1 DM and 2 centre mids. He's gonna be insane. I feel like in that, like a more attacking center mid role because he's got the tech plus and the finish shot plus to work with. Jesus, this is gonna be like a long video, but you know, I'm just trying to pump up more content and give out more values to you guys. So if you guys find this kind of content useful and you like it, drop a like and let me know what you think, because I'm always trying to improve this channel and give you guys more value, of course, and not just like the gameplay stuff. Where are we? Okay, wow, EA keeps giving these players relentless, which is honestly pretty good because they're gonna last for at least a minimum 90 minutes or even like extra time. Base trickster, love it for the trick shot, obviously. Dead ball is nice to work with as well. Base incisive is key if you're trying to like looking for a really meta midfielder. Long ball pass is really good too. In terms of stats, he looks really all-rounded. Little bit low on strength, but if you're working with a 3 midfield setup, as I previously mentioned, you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna really defend with him anyway. So what's his body type? Lean medium. Nice. Like, I think in terms of body types, unique are usually the best, and then the second best for me is the lean body type. And there's 3 types of lean body types: short and lean, lean medium, and tall and lean. Lean medium are usually the best because I don't know, but many people prefer short and lean over lean medium, but I guess it's just down to personal preference at the end of the day. So yeah, if you got tail in terms of meta, I think you're gonna pick Nakata because you don't really need Capdevilla, let's be honest. Okay, I think that's leave us with the last one, which is not gonna be a wait. What's the pick? 15 times 87. Let's not talk about the pick. Wait, you guys can't really see, right? But because of my camera, let me show you. Oh, I ran. Wait, what's his first name? Wait, one sec, guys. Just bear with me, bear with me. No. Alright, I'm trying to get his first name here. Oh, Saeed. Yeah, of course. Saeed. I really haven't used him this year, to be honest. And I never really like to use him because he's a rat king, obviously. But he looks really interesting. Mainly because of the Trickster Plus, for me personally. I know people don't prefer Trickster Plus. They only prefer the base Trickster because the Trickster fake shot is all they need if they are going for the full meta aspect of the game. Okay, obviously 99 pace. 3 playstyle plus. He's a level 40 reward, so I think by that point I'm not sure about how the power curve is gonna move, but I believe this is still gonna be a super relevant card, and hence they made him a 3 playstyle plus card. Power shot plus meh, but okay. Rapid plus is really good, especially he's got quick step base and 99 pace. Jesus. Okay, you can play striker even, but only a 4/9++. So no any like advanced forward or target forward player roles. What's his body type? Let's see his body type here. Lean medium, nice. So yeah, he's still gonna be a demon. I'm just not sure how the power curve is gonna move, but obviously he's how old I ran, and he's got the Saudi link. So by that time, if you got like a sick Neymar Evo or even Ronaldo, like Flashback CR7, you can use him to link them. So pretty nice stuff there. Okay, now then, the final aspect. We're gonna talk, final topic, I would say. It's what's coming in the coming week. All right. 1 sec. Here. League EVOs. As I mentioned earlier, these 3 are coming back. They will have a version in pack, which I covered at the beginning of the video. And now we've got EVOs as well. So these are the player, not the EVO path. I believe this is the free version, and there's a paid version in EVO. And the paid one is gonna make them 99 pays individually. Oh, and you have to pay them individually. And oh, by the way, you don't have to pick one between these 3 cards. As I'm aware, you can have all 3 and EVO them all 3. So obviously for me, Jorginho is the one I'm really looking forward to as an Arsenal fan. But you know, you can't go wrong with these 3 because of the pace, obviously, and the vibes, nostalgia stuff. And then next up, League EVOs. Haven't got much there, but I've managed to see this post. So separate EVOs are coming, which gives whip pass plus. Let's be honest, I never really use that, and I think this year they're just not that relevant. Correct me if I'm wrong though. But press proven plus is also not super relevant this year. I feel like it's not as OP. Not OP is not the right word. It's not as relevant. Yeah, it's not as relevant as last year. Tech plus is really good to work with. Obviously, okay, they're gonna be coming in objectives. Not sure the max rating cap will be, but we'll see. And yep, the main stuff here is gonna be the League SBCs objective cards. Yaya Toure is gonna be huge. We all know how insane Yaya is in game. I think if you're looking for, he's gonna be able to do it all. CDM, center mid. I'm not sure if they're gonna give him a cam position, but he's gonna be insane anyway. So if you are saving up further, I think this is a really good SBC to complete. Not sure about the price. My personal prediction would be, I think it has to be a minimum 2 mil, but let's see. I'm not sure. Obviously, Bruiser Plus and Pain Pass is really OP playstyle plus to work with this year. Stats nearly 90. Jeez, yeah. I'm gonna do it as well because it's rare to have a 5/5 Yaya. Oh yeah, by the way, all the cards here are still gonna be 5/5 because they're under the FUT Birthday promos. And second up, Adeyemi, which looks insane as well. First up, there's not a lot of left mid, left-footed players who's got 5-star skill. As you may aware, I mentioned that I prefer strong foot on the strong side. So I've been really looking for a left mid, left-footed player. And he's also got the new playstyle plus, the low-driven shot plus. Not sure how OP that will be, but usually when EA drops something new, they are going to be pretty OP. So, and it's Adeyemi. I think he's got a lean, average lean body type. Not average, lean medium body type. So it's a second best body type for me personally. And 99 pace, 93 dribbling, it's just insane. Next up, Tevez. Usually not a fan of Tevez card in terms of FIFA because he's got a more, I think he's got a unique body type, but his body type is more like a stocky one. So you will always feel a physical presence, and it's just a little bit weird to work with when you're like abusing like the left stick movements. Power shot plus, tech plus. Tech plus is really good. Power shot a bit, you know. But stats wise, really good too. Really similar stats to the Flashback CR7, as well as the next SBC Suarez, Flashback Suarez. Jeez. Suarez is always decent in game, although I'm not a huge fan on his body type as well because he's still got a little bit of a physical presence. Like a physical emphasis when you're like trying to do the quick turns and stuff. But finesse shot plus, insane shooting. So yeah, he's gonna be insane, I think. Okay, I'm using the word insane too much. Apologies, guys. But yeah, Suarez, and then you can have a Messi card to link him with, Jordi Alba, those stuff. Barca fan is eating well. Personally, I'm looking most forward to the Bremer card because I just love Serie A this year. I've got many Serie A cards, and a 5/5 centre back is always welcome. Obviously, he's got two versions, so it's gonna be the 2-pick-1 version type of SBC. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna go for. I think you really have to look at the in-game stats as well when he dropped, but so far in terms of play styles, I would prefer the jockey over intercept personally. And this version also got a higher dribbling, 80 dribbling, so yeah. But let's see. Other than that, these SBCs are pretty mid. Oh, I think many people love Rodman in terms of FIFA. She's always really meta, I think. And you also got the new low driven shot plays R+. So let's see. But her dribbling is on the lower side, so I'm not sure how good she's gonna be. But usually with woman player, you can kind of get away with them even having like a slightly lower dribbling stat because of their body types being like more agile and stuff. Madison is always decent in game, but I'm an Arsenal fan, so who cares? And then these four are just average cards, I guess, but if they mean something to you in terms of sentimental value, have fun. Okay, I think the last stuff here, Alaba. He's not leaked as the main team impacts or even as an SBC, which is weird, but this gives me enough evidence to make a assumption is alright. So FIFA Trading Romania have leaked that crafting upgrades is returning, which signals to me that Alaba will be the reward for the crafting upgrade. I'm not sure, it's only my assumption, but you know. Anyway, let's look at the card. Ping pass is really good. Anticipate is good. I think the main thing is I really want him to have the at least a CDM alternate position, because Alaba is not the tallest guy. So if he's a centre back, he's probably gonna get bullied a little bit. And I think Alaba is always decent in game and not like insanely OP. Hence, I really believe it's gonna be the reward for the crafting upgrades. Obviously, really good stats overall. Yeah, I just hope he gets at least a CDM position. Even a left back would be dope, but Alaba is always a controlled. He's not a lengthy player, so even at a 90 pace, he might not be like insanely quick in terms of dribbling. Not dribbling, in terms of when you have to track back and defend. Yeah, so I think that's it for today's video, guys. As I said, any feedbacks is well appreciated, because as I said, I really want to try to give out more values and, you know, for you guys. So yeah, peace out.